Hello everyone, how is everyone going? Hopefully you're going good. I'm sorry I'm late tonight. So what actually happened was that I had to do a reiki reading before I started streaming tonight, so I'm sorry about that. Oop, knocking my mic around. Hello Sanch, you're very welcome. How are you? I'm going good. The Sanch is a general reading for today. Okay, so the Sun and the Reverse Hermit. So the Sun is actually you should look work on your own joy and happiness. So keep your happiness and joy to yourself. There also seems to be like that you're kind of scared about people. So do realize that it might be one of those things that you might feel like you don't really want to be around people, and that's okay today. Kelly says, do you see communication coming in from Scorpio this week? There seems to be a death cycle that's ending, so whatever was keeping Scorpio from contacting you, I feel like it will be. The cards say focus on the present, not on the future. No, not focus on the present. Sorry, that's the card in reverse. So, focus on the future. So it might be not this week, Kelly. It might be next week. So don't worry about it. It seems like it's kind of clearing up, and your Scorpio will contact you soon. Hey, Ashley, welcome. Kelly says, oh no, sorry, it's iLoop next. How is my music career going? Well, it seems like you should let go of control over this situation. Naturally, you're probably feeling very possessive and very controlling over your music career, so you need to let go of that worry or hesitation. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse means that you have to plan it, and it seems like you're getting out of this physical stuckness with this and loop. So, other than like planning and letting go of worry control, it looks really good. It looks very promising. So. So I Speak My Truth says, hi there, love. How does my Virgo JP feel about me? Pretty positive. Overall, I feel like this person's warming up to you very, very much. The moon in reverse means that they don't care what other people say about you. They've made up their mind about who you are, and it's very positive. Their heart is healing as well. So I usually say that's a positive sign because we don't heal hearts unless we really want to because it hurts, and we don't want to open old wounds, but if we don't, then we're not a good partner overall. We're kind of trapped in old states of being. I don't think so, Dipti. I could see you, so Mahini says a general reading for the rest of the month. So it seems like winter naturally approaching, so it might be cold and a little bit more still this month. But Queen of Pentacles in reverse means that you're either starting your own business or starting like your own kind of way of creating money. So it seems like overall, maybe the rest of your life is kind of still, but you keep on making money, So, hello, Tenet of the World. I could see you, Dipty. I haven't blocked you. Uh, how's going to be my birthday party from 2nd to the 3rd of July? After this, and Luke, can you take an hour break? Yes. And Momo, I will get back to yours. So your birthday party, it seems like you won't care what other people think, but there's also this kind of bit that you want this attention seeking from the people that are going to be there. So realize that your birthday is not about other people, it's about yourself. So, Annalou, don't worry if people don't rock up, just be yourself because, like you can only celebrate your birthday. No one else is there for your birthday. They're there for you, but they're not there for your birthday. Momo says, what's happening between me and Libra? Well, it seems like Libra still cares and wants to look after you and wants to be there for you. So it seems like this person still has a very strong feeling of protection between you guys, and there seems to be like a coming in of feelings. So this person hasn't run away from you, Momo, but they are kind of slowly, cautiously approaching you because this protection feels very strong. This person might be highly protective of people, mostly. So Arita says, what does Tom think about me right now after breakup? Well, it seems like this person might not know how to respond very well to how you feel. So this person still isn't really dealing with the whole process. They haven't got through it yet. So they're not even realizing that you've broken up with them. The star in reverse means to not think about them and actually focus on growing yourself. If that helps you, Rita. Ashley says, hi, I liked. Is my mattress making my back and neck hurt? My mattress is making it uncomfortable. Did you buy this mattress for someone else, Ashley? Because I feel like there is this kind of bit where, like, if you're with a partner, Ashley, this is the right kind of mattress for them, but the mattress is not good for you. So it's kind of a weird thing where I would definitely say that the mattress strength is not good for you at all. It might be just that it's it's kind of giving you this vibe. Um, I think that you can get a down thing. So I think that you don't need to replace the whole mattress. Like if you get one of those protectors, it'll be good for you. And I don't think your other health. Yeah, so I think that yeah. So if you get one of those protectors, it'll be good enough. It's weird because this came in. Like this partner came in for that. Because I definitely feel this, but the other. So I don't know, actually. Because I feel like this is a person coming in for you. I don't know. You have no bed? You just have a mattress. I've been there before. I've had no bed frame. I've just had a mattress on the floor. Yeah, it's kind of weird because I feel like there's someone there that it would not be uncomfortable for, and you might be manifesting in a partner that's going to be using that mattress in the future. But yeah, buy one of those mattress toppers, so it'll be easier for you. Because I don't think that it's the mattress; it's like the top half, not the whole mattress. If there was something soft on top, then you wouldn't have a problem. Um, Loso says it's okay to move forward in a relationship with D or keep options open. There seems to be kind of like with this Loso, this person's putting so much like energy in you. This kind of feels like they're overwhelming you. Um, and this might be not okay because you're not used to this, or there's kind of this um overwhelming energy that they want you to pay back. It's also the world, so it seems like at the moment you're called to stay, but I would also say that you should either figure out whether this approach is okay for you or you should move on. But at the moment, the cards say to stay. You're very welcome. Okay, Aldonia says, I'm number 5. Hey! I know a 5. He's the 5 in my family. I think my mum. No, my dad's the 5. My mum's the 6. Which is interesting. If you want to know, babe, I am 7. A 7. I wing up to, what is it? I wing up to 8, usually. I don't wing down to 6. So Aldonia says, will I move house soon? Yes, yes. The Magician and the Lovers, I would definitely say yes to that, Aldonia. Okay, so Rupali says, what are the tensions on Maniac behind asking me to meet him? We're good friends at work, and I don't know. This seems interesting. This person doesn't want to be left out, Rupali. So it just feels like this person doesn't get distracted how they used to at work because honestly that was good. So they're kind of missing you. But also Queen of Cups, this person sees you as being a beautiful like I always say, mothering kind of person, but a caring person. That's usually what I would say. Overall, I feel this kind of like he wants this attention or needed this attention in the past. I don't know whether that's still the case because this is the past attention seeking behavior, but it seems like he does miss like how chill you were at work. Kind of misses his bestie at work. Sanch says, what's coming towards me in the rest of June? Thanks. Okay, so there seems to be like friends coming in or like people that you can play and cooperate with and communicate with. So all those beautiful C's. The Knight of Wands, it seems like you're going on this journey. You've learned how to take this journey. So you're actually going somewhere. You're getting into this adventurous side of yourself. So it's a lot of exploring, a lot of getting to know other people and yeah, getting to know people. So there might be some more people coming into your life, friends or yeah, so new people, new experiences. Okay. So Leo says, what is Uma's current feelings towards me? We actually have a Discord group up, guys. If you do want to meet me off stream, that's the best way to contact me. Um, so Leo says, what are Uma's current feelings towards me? This is interesting because this person's kind of holding on to some happiness or some joy for themselves. But this also means that they're kind of healing as well. So it seems like overall they might be a little bit cautious, a little bit hesitant. Um, I feel like it's just now compared to like what that happens in the past. They're kind of feeling like this kind of like slight hesitancy as they get to know you. So Alexandra says, I and yeah, Scorpio, current feelings for the future. Is he serious with me, and why does he sometimes not call back? He's kind of not listening to what other people say, which sounds serious, but there is also this kind of feeling of I don't know whether it's dread. That's not the right word for it. So it's like this person's kind of icy, cold, distant. Um, they don't tend to tell people what they want or need because they're always scared that people are going to use it against them. So they're very kind of like, you won't care what I think. You don't care what I feel. And this is just their kind of inner world talking back to them. But there's definitely this kind of coolness or coldness towards most people. And I don't know whether they'll ever kind of warm up more. So you've got to think, Alexandra, whether you do want this kind of coolness, coldness. What is your purpose? I I always say we have to have a purpose. I don't know where you're going to find a purpose, but we all need a purpose. Take home says, take me home. Will be reach out to me. Yes, it will be, but do you realize that it's not anytime soon? Actually, you're called to see a little bit more into the future. So it'll be some kind time during this month, I would definitely say, but not that close. Um, hello, Cass. I hope you've had an amazing Tuesday. I have had a half amazing Tuesday. What happened was today I got a letter from a lawyer saying that I had to pay back a water bill that had not got paid for the last 5 years. And so therefore they were like, well, on top of this water bill, you have to pay court fees for something that I didn't even know they were going to take me to court because I didn't even know that I owed anything, So it was not a great day this morning. So if you do donate today, it will be going towards that because yeah, it's a lot of money because I I don't know how these people get away with it, but it's not great. Yeah, yeah, I know. Dee Dee says, hello, what did the people at the auction house think of my interview last week? They felt like you were a little bit hesitant when it came to people overall, Dee Dee. So it might have been that they felt like you didn't you weren't as open or as outgoing as they wanted, but they definitely get like the rest of you. So it might just be that you were very nervous at the interview and you weren't so like outgoing. But other than that, they really liked you. So I would say that it's a good chance if there was no one that was really outgoing, then you'll definitely get that job. Yeah, it was hard this morning. I was like it was just very frustrating. Is there anyone I should look out for the near future? Anybody I should avoid? No, I don't think so, bae. I don't feel so, because this King of Pentacles upright is quite a positive person overall. So the Magician upright means that there's ideas coming in for you, and this King of Pentacles upright means that this person will invest in you. So I don't feel like there's anything bad about anything. Yeah, it was not good. I paid with the credit card, and now I have to find a way to pay the credit card off. So I'm like, I was very stressed this morning. Um, it was not good. It was a lot. Bush says me and Tay would like to conceive a child. Is this supported or rethinks with him in particular? Hello as well. So it seems like there's kind of misdirected energy when it comes to this. There's also no distraction. So it might be just that you guys are very I think it's like you're not enjoying the process, maybe. That's what I would say. And stop being so stressed. I think that's and like honestly, it might just be that you guys are too stressed. So I think overall, I definitely would say that energy at the moment is a little bit chaotic and it's a lot of stress. So at the moment, just keep on being playful and keep on enjoying that. Um, Pride and Prejudice, can I ask what lesson I am to learn in this lifetime? I think that there's no learning to be done. I think um there's kind of like hmm let's put this in perspective. So you learn to kind of go and keep on doing like the next step without kind of falling down Pride and Prejudice. It seems like you just keep on what's the next thing that I need to do. And so this can get your brain on track for success because you just go, okay, what's the next thing? The Lovers in Upright means that you learn to be loved and love in kind. So sometimes this is the hardest lesson for all of us to learn is what constitutes love. How do we love and be loved in kind? Because a lot of people don't learn this, and this is like the biggest problem I feel in modern days relationships because no one does that. It's hard because I was like, didn't you know I was moving? Like, how did it take you 5 years to figure that out? I was, like, I rang up the person and I was like, look, it's not like, I know it's not your fault, but who do I talk about this? Because, like, obviously I had to pay it because then it gets worse and worse. But oh my God, I don't know what to do, Jessica. Well, I do obviously pay off the credit card, but yeah, anybody that wants to donate for a reading, that's going straight to that overdue water bill. Um, SK is my preparation right for IP's University's BBA exam, which is on the 23rd. I think in the past you've been very going around your university exams the wrong way. But I think that you've learned how to kind of concentrate or to work better at crunching your time, so therefore you get as much in like concentration out of what you're doing. The start means that you're actually investing in yourself, which is a good thing. So I feel like in general, if you keep on just being focused and level headed, you will get there. Um, Tenant of the World. So it says, I just wanted a message from my guides, please, that I need to hear. There's kind of a bit that you're kind of not listening to what your guides or the universe is trying to tell you. So maybe you're just not, you've lost track with your intuition. And your intuition, I feel like Tenant is really strong. So your intuition, you might have turned it off sometimes, but yeah. Hello, Nazarene. But then obviously you're doing great in life. So you're actually being very positive and reaching out for the little tiny things that you can grab. So this is very positive. I think they're very proud of you for doing the small things that you can definitely get. But yeah, they're probably telling you that your intuition's quite strong and you're not listening to that. Okay, so Dipti says, when will my husband contact or message me? Will the third party remove from us? This seems interesting, Dipti, because this seems like your option for this person to contact you back. So it seems like your husband will contact, and they're bringing in a certain amount of abundance. So whatever's in their life at that moment, they will keep. So it seems like you might actually have a change of heart with your husband, because sometimes I definitely get a no for him, but this seems like more like, hey, if you're in my life, then you will be part of my life. Hello, Sagittarius. uh SK says, will I get a Marache soon? No, 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 no. What is that? SK, I don't know. Okay, we'll go with I do not know. The physical escape is possible. So it seems like, yeah, you'll be physically unstuck. So I would definitely say that you'll get one of the ones that you want. The other one is a little bit more hard because the application didn't go as creatively as they wanted, so you weren't showing enough creativity in what they asked you to do. So it seems like some of it was yes and some of it's no, and it's depending on which one. So I feel like the Maraja grandson, not so much, because there's like this whole idea that they wanted someone that's intuitive. Um, SK, can you wait another hour? No list today. List is coming in next week. And I will have to teach you how to do that. So it'll be a join, exclamation mark join, next week. There might be only a certain amount of spots, so I have to make sure that I do that. Okay, yeah, Maharaja, yes, of course, means king. I'm I'm sorry. That went over my head. Sea Saint says, what are Alain Moose's feelings towards me? There seems to be judgment and upright, and there's also this carry on. So this person actually judges you quite positively, and you're part of their life. I feel, says Saint. There's no kind of like other kind of indicators of that, but other than they'll keep you in their lives, you know, like this person's highly practical. They just keep on going with whatever is in their life. You're very welcome. Grayson needs. Oh, yeah, it's kind of a weird thing where I would definitely say that the other one is you need to be more creative in the answers that you do. Um, will Idris ever come around to confess he's sorry for the way he treats me or stay silent and move on? Yeah, no, this person is definitely not going to admit they're sorry. They don't go through life saying sorry. I don't think they even think about what they do. They're very yeah, I think they kind of love bomb people and then they kind of get away with it by bombing. Um, I don't know whether it's completely narcissistic or just that they learned that kind of narcissistic trait. Sumbla says, "Hi, what can I expect in my next life?" There's Hangman in reverse. So it seems like you will have a continuation on some lessons that you need to learn. Now, all of us, if you get reincarnated, like it depends on which religion you're talking to, because each religion is different. But most of them sometimes agree on the same thing, is that you come back to learn a lesson that you hadn't learned in this life or previous. And sometimes that just happens naturally. Like, we can't remember. So we're going to keep on doing the same thing for a little bit until we figure it out. The Hangman in reverse. This is interesting because it's like a scared thing about like falling into something that's unknown. So this might be a very different life for you. That like it might be a different journey. So you might be another star seed on a different planet. So sometimes when we call star seeds, they are people that have lived on other planets and then they get reincarnated on another one. So it might be completely different from what you've dealt with before. Hello, Karen. Welcome in. Astra says, "Did I do the right thing walking away from my family? Will we ever talk again?" I think that at the moment you're scared of what they would say to you in general. And I can understand that. Like, you need to have that time alone to figure out what you're going to do with your life and let them not be part of that. But the hard work is going to be there. So it seems like your family hasn't given up from you, Astra, and so therefore, in general, when you become much better at putting boundaries in place, you will speak to your family again. It might not be that often or frequent. It might be just some religious holidays together, but that's it. I feel like you're definitely going to have those boundaries in place that you talk but you don't talk, you know. Thank you, ma'am. Golly, did you not stop already? I thought you were already subbed. Richer is what's coming next in my life. Okay, the Fool in reverse. So I love the Fool. It's a very positive, very laid back, very chill kind of vibe. It's just so gorgeous. Like I love the Fool. Mostly because we spend our whole life worrying about what's going to happen next. And with the Full card, it's like, don't worry, the universe has got me. I don't care. But the Fool in reverse is still watching people, making sure that they don't get scammed or like that. But the other thing that I would definitely say is that you'll get out of wherever you're physically stuck. So I think this energy melds very well together because most of the time, when we're stressed, when we're anxious, when we're scared, we put ourselves in this kind of box. We trap ourselves in this box and then we can't get out because what happens is with this box, we never understand that we can get out at any time. We just don't. Hello, catfish. Chantress says, is the love proposal coming in for me? Not yet, Enchantress. It seems to be that you're very much holding on to all your toys. You also don't know how to deal with people's emotions or feelings when they're coming in. There seems to be deception, so it seems like you might not be ready for this, Enchantress. And it seems like you deserve love. So this kind of feels like you're not ready for what you want. So you might need to deal with your blockages when it comes to love before this is going to come in and manifest for you. But don't feel bad, like when people I say not yet, it's not yet. Not ever. So at the moment, there's kind of a lot of things that you might have to deal with as a person before that comes in. Okay, I had YouTube. I know, Miguel. That's why I said, oh my god, you're not subbed. I had YouTube issues. Damn YouTube. And I subbed again to your channel. Aw, thank you. So Cosette says, how can I ask how Assam sees me as a person? I'm Cancer Sun. So this cycle that has just ended, Cosette. So this person's going to see you in a new light, which is good. I feel like this is going to be highly positive because they're healing their heart for you. So this seems like they're starting to warm up. They're starting to take on your energy. That's a good thing, you know. Rich says, I'm gonna start a channel. How much time does it take to grow my channel? Yeah, don't focus on the present, focus on the future, and let go of control. So, um, yeah, the cards are saying let go of control here. Just focus on the future. We'll ask the pendulum. So they're saying months. Okay. Let's see how the pendulum goes today. How many months for this? Ooh, okay. So it's like giving me 9. Yeah, so it's giving me 9 months. Richard, so don't worry, don't panic. It takes a while. I'm not even monetized yet. Um, and I've been here for a year. so it depends on what you want. Jessica says, so yesterday you said I had a life choice coming up. Did you say if this choice involved moving, if there's any uh advice how to achieve such a move and where. It's weird. I'm not getting a vibe. I feel like to a city, but maybe it's a older place in the city because I'm feeling like this is a kind of like um so in Spain there's like a port city and the houses are like two-story and they've got a very old door and they have stairs and they have like they're very beautiful from the outside but they're like two-story and I definitely feel that energy where it's like a older part of a city. um the thing is, like, it says focus on the details, like, focus on the small things you could do. There's also seems to be someone that will help you because you're getting this care and protect. So you might actually move in with someone else, like a friend. I would definitely feel like that. There's also that life is good, and because you have like this healthy sense of self or self ego, you're going to hold on to this place because it feels like home or this kind of very strong. You like this place. I feel like it's everything that you're kind of like. The place that you move to suits you. But I don't know how to explain it. I feel like Jessica, it's like the only way I could describe it is that I've only seen these places a couple of times. So like London, like but not like it's a new facade and I feel like it's an older facade. So like places in Spain and France with that kind of very big door, you know. That's how I would explain it. So it's like possibly in Europe instead of being in. I feel like you're in America, but I don't know. I would assume so. So me says, how does this? Yeah, I think me. I always say me, and it might be Mel. How does this Virgo feel about me? King of Swords in reverse and the Moon in reverse. This person might be in a space where they kind of are very strong in themselves. And this is affecting all their relationships. So they don't care what other people think and they're kind of angry or upset. This could be something that they tend to be trapped in because they want more in life, but they just don't know how to see it. And so that is like their case. So they're just feeling like that kind of feeling of stuckness. Jessica, I don't know. Like, how would I explain it? Like, I've never been to Czech Republic, so I don't know. The only places that I've seen those kind of buildings are like Spain and France, where you have those kind of like it's kind of a small house, but it's up. So there's two stories, and there's a very big door, like a very beautiful door, but it's a big door. Okay, so how far are we back from things? Does anyone know how long it's taken me to answer their questions? Should I renew my current partner lease? I don't know if this management deserves my rent money. Lol, they're so close off. it seems like not focus on the present, but focus on the future. There's also the High Priestess in reverse. There's like something that's not being manifested for you, Les Miss. And this might be that you're not manifesting where you want to go. And so, therefore, the whole idea is until you actually address this manifestation of where you want to go, I would definitely say maybe renew your lease. But if you kind of work on the manifestation of what you want, then I don't see like you moving to a worse place, you know. 37 minutes? Okay, cool. Thank you. Seha says, what is his feelings for me? Seha, I know that you've done a kind of a couple of questions, so can you wait an hour for the next question? Okay, so Justice, Upright, and Page of Cups. So this person knows that you are quite a person of boundaries, or how would I explain it? You understand who you are. And this person kind of doesn't. So this person, because they met you, they're going through this period of self-reflection where they question themselves as well. So it's kind of a weird thing where they kind of go, okay, you're such a very confident person. I'm not. What should I work on? So it's kind of like an interesting thing where they're bouncing off how you are, and they're like, oh, wait, I could do better, you know? Okay, so what career should I look into? A money reading, please. Ooh. Okay, so you have the Hermit in reverse, but the Magician upright. So you need to do something that you're not around people, Kiwi. Because honestly, I don't think that you're very great with people overall. They kind of provoke some kind of sense of anxiety, but you need to do something that's highly inventive. So I feel like you might be a programmer or something that does some really great ideas. Like you're very much in the space of the mental, kind of thinking about how to do things. And this is why I said programming, but it could be something else, but you're not around other people. So I feel like that's the case. Um, Whatever you do in life, I think that you have like this understanding of what you want. So I think that any abundance or prosperity that's coming in, you'll get to keep. So I definitely feel like you're going to be very competent in what you do. And if it's programming, then you're definitely going to get a high salary with that. So I don't know whether you're planning to do programming, but it's something like that. Something that you're working with every single day that you have to problem solve. RK. Your name is Remat Kerr. Will my ex Manav Kapoor come back to me and love me again? Reconciliation possible. From these cards, I would say no. There is the Chariot, so this person's actually moving away from you. So there's a physical move. The Empress in reverse was that this person might have wanted kids in the past, but they don't want kids now. So this can affect that they don't want a relationship because they also don't want a family. So sometimes it's hard because I always feel like people can change their minds, but I would definitely say that this person is kind of focused on moving forward. SB, put down your question, because next week we're getting the list, guys, and that will be exclamation mark join. I have to work on it so there's only a amount of people on the list at one time, so I don't get overwhelmed. So Lily says, what lesson must I learn? This is King of Swords and the Moon in reverse. So I feel like you're naturally around a lot of people that are angry. especially men. And this might be people in your family, it could be like people that you attract, but it seems like you always get the people that kind of treat you not right. And that's kind of a bad thing because when we let people kind of do these things, they don't understand the boundaries, and then they kind of make us their punching bag because we're able to get punched. We don't care, you know? Um and so therefore, like, sometimes you gotta stand up and go, no, I don't want this. Moon in reverse. Now, I feel like this is more considered upright. You should listen to what your friends are saying sometimes, because even if you don't take their advice, it's easier to feel like someone cares about you and someone loves you when they actually give you advice. SP, put down your question so I could get there and then I could answer that. Okay, so what is unhealthy in me that I must heal and how? CS, I don't think there's any unhealthy things in you. So it might be your sense of unworthiness, maybe more than anything else, because the King of Cups, upright, you're a very lovable person. You're a very caring and feeling person. And you should not feel bad about that. And sometimes people might feel like you're slightly more sensitive, but like, we shouldn't beat that out of people. People should be emotional and they should be sensitive. And most of us tend to pretend like we don't care, and that's not good. The other thing is that people do want to be around you and they want to um interact with you, and sometimes you do push people away because you think, okay, they could do better. And I think that's kind of sad because overall I think that you can do these things very well. You just don't like them all the time. And sometimes you got to realize that it's okay to like these things because they're very, very lovable qualities in you. Yeah, that's definitely going to the water bill. So payout says, who's coming towards me in the near future? The Tower in reverse and King of Swords. So there is a Tower moment coming up for you in love. Sometimes this is because we. Oh my god. I'm just throwing things away. Especially my phone. Okay, so love yourself. Your respect makes you more romantically attractive. So that's definitely the case that I would definitely say to you. And King of Swords in reverse. Now, this is important because overall, if people tend to treat us like we're not really much and we are lesser, then that's not good. I would definitely say that's not good. So yes, I would definitely say that that's important. So yeah, I it's hard because this might be a cycle for you and you need to break out of that cycle in general because it is really kind of toxic. Attention, he texted me first. We're having a discussion. Got embarrassed and triggered ever since and I've been distant. He didn't do anything wrong, but it triggered my past trauma. Sometimes that does happen. You've got to realize that it's not, if somehow I'm not getting the right words for you guys, do realize that sometimes because words are so limiting, it can be hard for me to get the right words for you to deal with, you know. Was the Scorpio his shadow self traits? The Scorpio shadow self traits is keeping happiness and joy to himself. The Ace of Wands is trying not hard because he feels like um that what if he fails. So these are kind of the shadow self traits of your Scorpio today, Alina. Omar's current feelings and intentions towards me. This person does want control over like your interactions with this person. They definitely see you as a very caring type, a very caring personality, but they can be quite controlling towards you. So it feels like that's the case. They want that control over you today. Will I be when will I be in a serious relationship? Um, please, thank you. Single 32-year-old female, says AC. There seems to be something that you're holding on to, your toys or your treats you don't tend to share. You definitely put in the hard work in things. This makes sense. This is kind of summoning up that card. Is it says it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And deception. So it might be that you are not always kind of truthful. Um, it's hard because like with the deception, it could be both of you wearing this mask. So it might be that you both don't know what each other wants, and because we do this very much in modern day relationships, where we mask and we try to show what the other person might like because we're scared of them not liking us, then we can both wear a mask in a relationship and not be honest. Okay, so Kayla says, what is Mars' attentions to me? Does he have feelings for me? Except it was feelings. I love that. It's so cute. Kayla, this person might not be in the ready for having a family. So you have to realize that that might be something that he's not ready for. So do you appreciate that? He's also going through a certain amount of self-reflection, so it might be that he's trying to figure out what he actually feels for you, Kayla. Instead of like knowing completely, he's kind of questioning it and figuring it out. Hayel says Vishal's current feelings for me. He wants to get together with me, reconciliation. I think so. I think that there's definitely that wanting to get back together, but I feel like this person doesn't know how to get together. Payel. So it seems like that's the case. Anybody that has actually do wait another hour for another question. Hey gorgeous, how does Raymond think I feel about him? Well, it seems like you're not caring what other people think about him. You're very strong-willed, I think, Libra. There's also this bit that he thinks that you feel like you got all the stuff coming to you at once. So there's like that positivity of like, hey, so it seems like you're definitely happy with your dish. Um, the dish being Raymond. That's okay. You can ask every hour, guys. You could ask every hour. Don't worry. You're very welcome to ask more than one. It's just there's a lot of people in chat and I want to get to everybody and I get very stressed if I feel like, hey, no one gets everybody's, you know. So sometimes just grab yourself a cup of tea and come back and chill and enjoy and have a relaxing day. And thank you guys for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. Sunblast says, does A have a romantic interest? I definitely think we're lovers. That is definitely true. Yes, there seems to be that slow approach towards you, but it seems like yes. Say hi. You're up to your purpose. I love it. I like I always say we all have to have a purpose. I don't know how you're going to get a porpoise. Maybe we all need to go to SeaWorld. I tease myself. I love it. Everybody needs a porpoise. How can I serve others? Okay, this is interesting because this death card means that you're kind of getting to the state already. Say her. So it's only a matter of time that you've actually transitioned over. So you're starting to help people. You should not focus on money, but you should focus on the love. So it seems like you're actually working towards something that you love that helps other people, even though it might be not like the first thing that comes to mind. Today you got chicory. I definitely have to look this up because this is a new deck and I just got used to it. Kinda, not really. So we got chicory today. You can feel it, you're loved. You can let everyone remain the right distance, no longer being offended by the ungratefulness that surrounds you. The unconditional love you give is returned hundredfold and all is at peace. So it seems like maybe it's more about relationships than an actual career for you. Your career might be like something that you do, but then the relationships that you grow and you nurture are the important parts of your life, and that's your purpose. So there you go, Sir Seika. I hope that helps you. Oh yeah. uh, I'm still laughing about that. Well, you can't do much about it, Jessica. You just have to laugh at it. Oh, you laugh or you cry. How is your person currently? How is my person? Says Cherish. Currently thinking and feeling towards me. Um, there's like a struggle and like a giving up of something. And this might be that this person's taken on too much in this relationship with you and they've got to kind of drop some things, you know? And I don't feel like this is the whole relationship because they're still trying to show you that they care or show that they're interested. but they might need to drop some things and walk away from parts of the relationship that are not working for them. So sometimes, because when we get in a relationship, we're trying to prove all our positive attributes, and sometimes these can be positive things, but we tend to dilute them a lot. Thank you, Karen. Yeah, yeah. I've like I try to be so positive. I try to be so happy, but like this morning, I was just like going for high vibrations to like this kind of plummet, and I was like, ah, you know, and I was like, the first thing I had to do was like double check. I had to like message everyone and go, "Hey, do you know anything about this?" I was just like, "Oh my god!" It was just like, "What's going on?" Needy says, "Hi, Nid. What's going to happen between Mustafa and me in the future?" There seems to be justice in upright. There's also Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Now, I don't see anything for Mustafa, so it seems like you are the one to make the effort. So it seems like this is all on you, babe. So it just realize that you might have to put in the effort more than this other person. So true, I don't know. I have a feeling something good will come out of it. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. I'm just hoping that my numbers come in tonight and then I won't have to worry about it, you know. So, it's fingers crossed, you know. I like for me, I'm just like, hey, like I didn't need that money. I did. That's totally fine. uh, so Butterfly says, does AK know that I love him and missing him? Does he too? Okay, so Page of Swords in reverse. This person's kind of being a little bit deceitful. And so therefore they might have found you annoying or Butterfly slightly annoying. This is kind of weird because maybe this person's feeling guilty because they do miss you, but not as much as you miss them. There's trust. So the situation is calling you to have trust, and you deserve love. So this might be to have faith. So it might just be that at the moment they're taking a little bit of a break. And so therefore they've got to figure out what they want, because I think sometimes when I say, okay, you might be a little bit immature or something like that, it's the way that the person perceives you, not the real thing. Because sometimes you've got to realize when people don't know what they want, they do make quite a lot of excuses, you know? My sister used to work for the electric company here. It definitely happens. It's so weird when you think about it. Like there's no one to talk to. There's like, hey, we're gonna sell this on to debt collectors. The debt collectors have sent it to court, you know? And so therefore I get this lovely letter in the mail this morning going, you owe us, or we have to then possibly take you to high court. And I was like, well, now you've screwed over my credit score. Why for? What for? You know? It's like insane. It's just like I have to laugh because it's just like one of those stupid things where you're like, what, really? Why? Now I have to get all the good manifestations. Come on, bring them. So Zara says my ex is in Carmen now. His new release. Please tell me what his universe's plan for him. Okay, so this person's going through a amount of self-reflection, Zara. So it seems that, and they also have seen you now as an option where you weren't before. So this is kind of torturing this person, literally. I don't think they've ever thought as hard in their life, so it's kind of like one of those things. I'm glad you're here. Okay. Super High says, "You're very welcome, Bay. Will I get the job in the month of July or August? There seems to be more chances in July, but you've got to realize that you're called to seek the true job offers because some of them are not real. So it might be that the job offer is going to be internal, and because they're internally grabbing people, then it's not so much on the outside. Page of Pentacles. There is a feeling that you have to work on finances in August, and this affects jobs. This could also be in August. There's a lot of kind of like it's a dry period for job hunting, so people are like, no thanks, we need to learn how to look after the people that we've hired. So I definitely feel like this is more in July than in August. 45 minutes for hard. Oh no, I need to stop chatting and start doing. I Dash says, I hope you're good. I want to know how was our Libra feeling while today's a video call. I Dash very positive. So King of Pentacles, alright, is someone that wants to invest in you and invest in your future success. So King of Pentacles is always about money. This seems like this person was very satisfied, very much looking forward to the next time. So it seems like this person's really happy with wherever the video call went to today. Okay, so Sarah. I hope you get the. They're probably too late for justice. But I have. I've been very petty, and I have left them a bad review. So I don't know whether they'll sort that out. But you know, like if they can work on it and someone else doesn't need to be charged that, then I'll be very happy. Next says, is Scorpio's current person now lives in the same country as he is? I feel no. Like the Justice Upright and Page of Cups, I feel like this person's kind of stuck in their own space. If you were asking whether this person's still someone that you're attached to, then it could be that. Yeah, forgiving and learning. So it seems like this person might be going through a lot right now, like learning about the past and learning about why they keep doing the things that are doing. Chat is good. You're very welcome. Okay, so Lucinda says, hi, Cassandra. Hello! Will I hear from JJ by the end of June? I think so, based on this card. But it is making you a little bit stressed, Lucinda, and stress for swords is not good. Swords can do very well with stress. They tend to show no stress. And this is what happens is people stress them out, stress them out, stress them until they go, ah. And so therefore just don't let it get to you. But I definitely feel like you'll definitely hear from them. Uh, so Charm says due to circumstances at work, I had to switch jobs. I lost more than I gained with this move. It makes me depressed. Will this situation get better? Have I made a good choice? Charm, it seems to grow yourself. So there's a lot of skills that you can work on with this job move, and it's time that you actually see more than one option available to you, so there's options coming in. So this might be actually time for you to figure out where the grass is greener on the other side and maybe apply for another job. But there seems to be some skills at this current job that you can um use in your repertoire that makes it better when you change jobs again. You're very welcome. At the moment, there's no list, but next week we are going to set one up. So then there will only be like 10 people on the list at one point of time. As soon as that clears, then you will have the list open again. So that's the case. So I've got to figure out how that works and then work that in for next week. Okay, so Maria says, does my ex still love me? No, I feel like this ex doesn't. They might be in the process of letting go though. So it might be that they still do, but they're going to transition on. The message for you today is worth waiting for. Divine timing is and work with your love life. So I definitely feel like there's someone coming in for you today that's very different. Um, current feelings of Aries and what's his next action. This makes sense. Okay, so the hangman in reverse. This person's kind of scared of like uh jumping in too early, so they're holding on tight. King of Pentacles upright means that this person is like thinking about investing in you or will be investing in you. So this is a very good thing for King of Pentacles, sorry. Wedding, this situation involves marriage, so this could be a possible person that you get married to. I feel like overall their energy is quite a nice person, I feel, Maria. There's also you deserve love, you are lovable. So it seems like the cards are also trying to remind you that you are worthy of love. It might be sound very cliche, but there's a lot of times that we don't believe it. Thank you. Nania says current feelings of Aries. What's his next action? He's not thinking very much right now. There's like this life choice that he's choosing not to choose, but he's very present driven, so that's why he hasn't chosen a choice. And the Fool in reverse. So he's supposed to focus on the future, and that would change a lot of this reading for him today. But yeah, he's holding off on this life choice, and I don't know why. The Fool in reverse means that he's watching what other people are doing, but he's very much in a place of just being chill. So I feel like this person doesn't really, they might be more present focused. Now, present focused people are actually more fun, but they can also tend to be more prone to addiction or bad behavior because they don't focus on the future. They tend to be less anxious though. So they tend to be very much like go with the flow, don't care what other people think. So this person might be in this stage that they're quite young, and I feel like that's coming through in the cards. Uh there doesn't seem to be a thing about not loving you. It might just be that he's not ready to commit to you. There's apparently deception. So this person might be saying like, okay, so deception and separation. So this might be the case. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Time apart from your partners on the horizon for you, Narnia. But this might actually flick him over to deciding this life choice because sometimes when we are together, we tend to not choose until we've lost it. Like that song, you don't know your lover until she's gone, you know? Like, we all do that where we're like, oh yeah, this person will be around for the rest of our lives. Nope. Okay, so Farrak says, what are the angels' advice for my life? I'm not in. Well, now waiting for news. Okay, so it seems like at the moment you might be stressed or a little bit anxious about life, and that's impacting a lot for Aranak. But also, there seems to be, if you're single, you're going to have someone that's high compatibility, but it's more like you grew up in the same place or you have the same religious background. There's something really big commonalities that are tying you together. So it's like a soul seeing another soul and seeing that reflection. Page of Pentacles upright means that you're actually not working on um looking after your finances, and you have to learn that. We've got two of these today, so I'm going to read these both. So we have Heather and Pine. So give me a second while I find these because this is a new deck. And I want to make sure that I've got this right. This flower will make you appreciate silence and peace. Silence is born of a peaceful mind. Peace that's born of the acknowledgement of limits. You can live peacefully as if you were a fluid connection with the world. Widen your perspective on the hills. So that's your heather, and this is your pine. So cute. I really love these little pictures. Okay, so what did I put? 34. Me putting everything everywhere and then stuffing that up. Was that 34? My eyes doth deceive me. 24. There you go. Forgive the children and ask the fathers for forgiveness by distinguishing the blame from the error and responsibility. You free yourself from ritual mental schemes. Discover the benevolence of the Father that overcomes all judgment. Accept the possibilities of humans making mistakes. Now, if you're religious, that could be a father as a spiritual father, like God or Allah or otherwise, you know? So, there you go. He's your crush? Awesome, Ashley. So sorry, I was in my train of thought. Okay, so Lisa says, oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna answer both of those at the same time because I'm going to be overwhelmed. Okay, so what is David's feelings for you? Excitement. You definitely are a very exciting person to be around. Just as upright, this person knows who you are as a person and likes you for who you are. There is this kind of thing where he decides to actually approach this or decides to walk away from it. So this choice is for him to kind of think about. So David is kind of thinking whether the long term, but he's definitely excited for this. So when is B going to block you? B thinks about you, but honestly, the cards are saying that you should focus on yourself and see like the other options there. Um, for you. So it seems like B isn't coming back to you, I feel. Okay, so Jade's is next. Will I. Hi, Jade, how are you? Will you create a gorgeous set next week? So Jade's like the full upright means that you should go with the flow. Don't worry what happens. There's also don't focus on the future, focus on the present. So Jade's, this is important because I feel like you're getting very anxious and the cards are like, don't worry, don't stress, just work on the next thing and just focus on the present, not on the future. You're very welcome. Lauren says, hi, will A contact me this month? I feel so. Yes, I feel so. So, um, they might be a little bit busy, but I feel like they still care about you quite a lot. So, there's new love for this person, but it feels like this is directed to you. I don't feel like this is another person. This is actually you. Yeah. I think be care like be watching what they say. That's very um yeah, because I think they're very like they're telling you what they feel, but not that open. Nazarene says, "May I ask what his message is to me? He's my ex, and now he's in another reel, and I think he's not happy." Well, he's not happy because he doesn't take initiative to choose his life choices. He leaves it to other people and then blames like other people for his bad luck in life, you know? Like when you don't choose life choices, then you get stuck in kind of a victim mentality mindset where you forget to take um responsibility for your own actions sometimes, and that can affect that. He's saying that you are always part of his world. Even though you're not with him, you're still part of his world in general. Son, just put down your question. Thank you, Karen, for being awesome, like always. So Namarate says, general reading, please. Namarata. So Queen of Cups upright, you're actually in a really good space right now. A very warm space. So you're very comfortable. Page of Wands in reverse. Um, there's a journey that you should take that you're not, that you know you should take, but you're not taking it. You know how to do it, but you just don't do it. New love says a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So, someone coming in for you. So, Overall, it seems very good, very positive. I would definitely say that you might be in a very comfortable place right now, and the cards are saying, "Hey, like, look, there's a venture coming up for you. You should take it." Lauren says, "Will A ask for a commitment this year?" After this, Lauren, take an hour to ask your next question because it is very busy tonight. um, so will A ask you for commitment? There is this decision again, which is very interesting for him to decide that. His heart is healing overall. So that's the kind of weird thing where this person is still healing their heart, so they're not sure. There is a wedding in the future, but I don't know whether it's going to be this year. But there is kind of this positive yes. Let me ask the pendulum. How many years until marriage for Lauren? How many years? Yeah, so it's definitely saying you might not see that, but it's saying two. It might be like 1.5, because it's not completely two, but it's more likely to be two than things. Okay, so Ling says is is moving near me or moving away. There's a temptation here because this person's not moving away. They should be, but they're physically stuck. And they're also stuck on you, so it's kind of interesting, Ling. Um, the cards are telling me that he's kind of a child. Children, your love life is being affected by children. I definitely feel like this person's kind of slightly a child, though. Hello, Miriam. Next week we will actually be having a list system in place just because it's too much at the moment. A lot of too much. So we're gonna have to get in a list system because you guys are amazing and thank you for your love and support. But yes. At the moment it's taking me about 45 minutes, probably an hour. So Super High says, "Will I get a job in a dream company?" There seems to be something that you are kind of like missing on your resume. Super High, that that other people in your industry have, but you don't. So I would definitely say, like, even if you don't have it completely, you should actually try and show that you have kind of general knowledge that can help. So it seems like there's kind of a love agreeing thing. There's also flirtation. So if you talk to other people in the industry, they probably would get you a job. Because it seems like you're a really nice person to work with. So I feel like on the person level, and you're very fast to learn. So that's great. You feel it, you're loved. You can let everyone remain at the right distance, no longer being offended by the ungratefulness that surrounds you. The unconditional love that you give is returned 100-fold and always at peace. So that's the trickery one right now. So I feel like overall, Yeah, it's more about who you know than what you know. If that makes sense. Super high. Ruchi says tomorrow is Adasha's birthday. We had a little fight and I said sorry. I don't know if it better. What should I do to make him happy? I love him and want him so much. There seems to be a lack of ideas overall in your imagination, Ruchi, which is kind of holding you back. There's also a physical stuckness, so you're both feeling this, that you're not actually progressing on. Yeah. So this is what will take you out of your the non-ideas phase, and that is the flirtation. So it's time to play. People like women on and other people, you know. So I'm not gonna sit there and go binary, whatever, you know. Some people are not very good at being playful, being fun, you know, and sometimes we could be too serious, and that wrecks things. And when we're too serious, then our partner is going to be like, "What do you want?" Sagittarius says, what's the real reason between what happened yesterday at work between me and management? Uh, this is interesting because there was something about your hours that you were working. That you're actually doing less hours and they actually were quite savage about that. It's weird because, like, some people can get away with it, but it seemed like it wasn't you getting away with it. Sagittarius. This is mustard. Let's check the mustard. It's very pretty. Do you know wild mustard is like created quite a lot of our vegetables that we eat, including kale, spinach, broccoli, cauliflower, broccoli. They're all from the same plant. Mustard says this flower bears the warm and joyous light of day with clear skies, a refreshing sea breeze, the music of a child's laughter. Joy is within. Others will help you bring it to the surface. Celebrate life. So it might just have been a very bad day at work. Well, it seems like this is joy and prosperity at home. This is usually how I like read it. So you wanted less hours. They probably wanted you to do more work. That feels like the case. I don't think that you should care about it too much. I am good, SM. How are you? Okay. Nyx wants a pendulum question. Okay, so we're gonna ask how many questions. Will Nyx have kids? Yes. One kid. Two kid. Three kid? Perhaps on the three kid. So it's like two kids. No. It's like the third kid is definitely perhaps no. So it's like, nah. Okay. So the first one is a girl. Definitely no. So the first one's a boy. Second one's girl? Yes. Yes. So you'll have a pigeon pair, pretty much. They had to cut back my hours. Well, maybe they wanted to give you like the space to see like other things that are in your life. There's like prosperity and abundance in your home, so it might be time for you to concentrate on bringing that in for you. Sorry, Sagittarius, to hear. And says, is Sagittarius happy with the girl he's got a connection currently? I would say from these cards, yes, and for sure. Butterfly says AK's actions towards me. They're nervous, they're a little bit anxious, but they shouldn't be because everything around them is good. There's this cooperation, playful. King of Cups, they're definitely a very emotionally grounded person. They tend to speak with emotions, so realize if you're not a naturally person that taps into your emotions quite quickly, they tend to. Hierophant upright is like they're a wise person as well. So the energy I'm getting is that they want to do right by you, butterfly, and they want to look after, well, not look after you, but definitely play and cooperate with you. So it seems like their playfulness comes out when they're around you. So okay, SM says, what is Sema's feelings female about Javid male? Does she love or miss him? Thank you, dear. There's definitely like this physical unstuckness, but it seems like Samia's is going on with her life. It seems also like forgiving and learning. So this person might not miss you, but this is because they have to deal with this. So they release and heal the past. They experience more love in their present moment. So it seemed like they were too tough to love, I feel. Okay, who's next? Okay, so what happened in my last life? Please and thank you. I think, like, your past life, you were a scribe of something, maybe even an Egyptian scribe, because I'm feeling very much called to hieroglyphs and stuff like that with the scribes. Uh, you were so caught up with what you were doing that I think your death was like some people just came in and yes, kind of like you were just like riding and next minute you were dead, you know. So I feel like it was quicker payless, but um I would love to see that scroll because that would have been a very awesome scroll. Whatever you were writing, you were very focused on. Flamme says, how does Frenchie see me as a person and feel about me? That's a half a bloody thing. We're 55? Oh my god. Definitely behind. Okay, so Flamme, free yourself. It's time to take back your control in your life. I definitely feel like this is more about you, Flamme, than them. So there seems to be less prosperity and abundance in your home and justice upright. So it seems like the cards are telling you that you have the control and you should actually like be more assertive about what you want because There's nothing about friendship, but he might be hiding today. Dear, I like the romance deck. Yes, it is the romance deck. Can I have angel advice for my relationship with Jana? Thank you. Just put your question in the thing. Okay. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. There is this someone's wearing a false self mask, but I feel like this is you because you want this person to like you or love you more. And so you're kind of sometimes forget that you should let them see your real self sometimes and go instead of pretending to be someone you're not. KN says what's coming up in July and August for you. Well, July, it seems like there's more options for you in July. So I definitely feel like July is going to be your month. Page of Wands in reverse. So this KN means that you should actually approach this journey instead of like being a little bit scared and hesitant about it. So it's time to actually open yourself up to keep on going, you know? I don't think it it's hard because the whole idea it says free yourself. So there was nothing about your other person. So there's just like, how would I explain it? They don't want to be seen. I feel like that's the case. Like they're very much like hiding. No, you're fine, son. You're fine. Harry deleted her message. His message. Initials of the one for me and which possible field or career he's in. I feel like this person tends to be working on other people's um things. So I feel like an engineer more than anything of something. I feel like P and J are in their name, but it could be JP or PJ, you know. But I definitely feel like that's what you need to know about them. I'm trying to be ready, but I get nervous if someone approaches me. Oh no. How are you? I am great, all about man. Can I have well, I am not, you know, there's a little bit of a thing. um can I have guidance general for emotions and all for my upcoming engineering college exams? Hey, congrats! Okay, so general emotions. It seems like you're actually very fit for this college. It's like you're reflecting, but you're actually scared of like what's going to happen. You don't want to drop into something that's unknown for you. But you should realize that by being scared, by holding on to something that's known, you're not letting yourself go to new opportunities. So it's sometimes like, hey, like drop off this branch and see how it happens. So a lot of times you should realize that the ground might be only down here, you know, because we can't see the ground doesn't mean that it doesn't exist just below the horizon line. Okay, just double checking. $45? Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, so All About Maine says, what or who's coming towards me? Well, it seems like you're working hard, but you're getting nowhere. So the Nine of Swords means that you have a lot of energy, it's just not going the right way. Page of Pentacles upright, it means that you should work on your finances as well, All About Maine. So it seems like a weird thing to say to you, but how would I explain it? You need to direct your energy somewhere and you need to work on your finances. And when that does, all of these things will align and you will actually bring in quite a lot of money, I feel. Because you're working very hard, you're just running the wrong way. I am going good, Charlie. Lisa says, what month will I meet this David again? So this is in 9 months for you, Lisa. KSM says, will the law, my neighbor's property landlords finally give a stop to those neighbors vandalizing and bullying? Okay, so it seems like you will get payment and they will get moderated. So it seems yes, you're still going to be, or you're still in a state of mental struggle about this. You should follow the love, not the money. So it seems like just keep on being very calm. There's a choice here to actually choose something or walk away from it. Also, I feel like they're going to be on your side on this. Overall, I feel like they're going to be on your side. Because they can see what they're doing, you know. Okay. Right, Charlie, I will get back to your question because I read all about Maine's, but I will get back to yours. What does the spirit want you to know? There's a tower moment for a relationship, and this might be a love relationship, so it's being built up too quickly. But I'll ask the romantic things. So it seems like keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual types and expectations. So this might be actually what stops this tower moment happening, is that you need to keep an open mind when it comes to your love relationship. Page of Swords means that don't worry, don't be anxious about the future because something's coming for you. And Charlie says, what does this month look like, please? Thank you, Karen, for checking and making sure. So we have Ace of Wands. So there is a thing that you really want that you need to rethink about approaching again. Like the way that you're trying to get it is not good for you, and you need to rethink your approach. There's also something that you're struggling with that you should walk away from because it's actually hurting you more than if you just gave up and walked away from it. Rock Rose. So you have to realize there's a soft side to yourself, but you have very much a strength behind you. you are, yeah, you're beautiful and sweet and kind, but you also had this toughness behind you. So do you realize that? Okay, I got skipped. I skipped a lot of people. Okay. Butterfly says, will his relationships with my parents be good after marriage? Do you see happiness? I definitely see that you guys are going to be from the possibly the same kind of backgrounds. So your parents are going to be very similar. There is a thing about focusing on the present, so that this person probably, yeah, is the one that you're with. The magician is full of ideas, so it seems like you guys are very good. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by some religious upbringing and spiritual path. And finances. So it seems like you both have like a little bit of some issues when it comes to things. So this is financial issues a factor in your love life right now. So these guys need to be resolved or worked on for you guys to come together. But other than that, that could be what you guys kind of like your parents fall out about. But that's it. Hello, Rex. Hello, Tamoy. Okay, so Rupali says, will Clifford remain responds positively to my resume and hire me for the US counting a position? Okay. Rupali, it seems like you might get this offer. Actually, I think that you've done pretty well, but there's also like other offers to look at, so don't stop looking, Rupali, because there seems to be others. Just be aware that not all of these are going to be offers that you want. But do realize that then you can sit there and go, oh yeah, are you gonna pay me more? Oh well, then no, I don't want this job. Jessica, how does Aries feel about me? Sometimes, yeah, so this person doesn't tend to be able to express their feelings. Well, emotional feelings, but this person also wants to be listened to. And they're struggling with something that they should like walk away from in this relationship. So this person might be in this bit where they sorts of very blunt people. So if they're not being very direct with you, it could be that they wanna like swallow their feet, Jessica. So it might just be like that bit where I'm gonna stuff it up. I'm just gonna like make sure that I don't do that. Free yourself. It's time to take control back of your life. So it might be just that you're probably spending quite a lot of time with them, and they might be just a little bit overwhelmed. This could be the one you already met the romantic partner you seek. So I hope that actually answers your question. Jacqueline says, hi, Cass. Does my Aqua X do research regarding what he watches on my YouTube playlist? Nope. This person might be like a little bit weirded out by what you actually watch, Jacqueline. So it might be that they kind of not really bothered. They kind of have their own playlist over here, and they're like, what the hell? So I don't know whether they do their own research. Okay. Janos says, hi, can you see it about my trade? So Janos, you're very how would I explain it? kind of directing yourself towards this trade without realizing that there's a lot of different skills out there, Janos, that will help you with your trade. So it might be time to cross train, cross skill. So sometimes, like if you're doing carpentry, you need to learn social media, you know? Like there's some weird things that kind of cross over. Nine of Wands, like you're on this journey, you're chasing this journey. So it seems like really you are already on this path for kind of achieving something bigger. How will be my London trip in 2 weeks? I think very good. You might upset people because they wanted to come with you, but overall, I think this is very positive, and you'll definitely enjoy it, Sumbler. So definitely tell me what you did in London, because that's my closest city. Um, I haven't been to London in ages though. Okay, so Jane says, how will B feel about my social media post? There's a weakness, so they feel like very weak, and their heart is healing. So honestly, they still have some kind of caring about you, Jane. Um, Forgiving and learning, you release and heal from the past. You experience more love in your present memories. So this might be time for them to heal. So they will heal with this social media post. Hello, 33. Are you here? Kyla Tillett. Will S find out that T cheated on him? If yes, how and when? I think they're both unhappy, so it feels like they're really kind of um in their unhappiness. It might be that they both have kind of done that thing, you know? So it's like you might know one, but I feel like the same. There's no kind of knowing. I don't think they'll ever find out that each other's done this, you know? So it's kind of a weird thing. I don't think they will know unless someone else tells it. Over an hour behind? Oh my lord, it's that time already? Yes, please, Karen. We'll close this list for tonight. I was late tonight, so that's why. So everybody don't panic, don't run away. I will answer everybody else's questions. So Jessica says, a second question, where I'm living now is a really not good environment. Can you tell me how soon this move will occur, or what can I do to bring it in and prepare it? There seems to be like a life choice that you're not doing right now that will help you. And Ace of Wands, you have to rethink your approach on this. So there seems to be like a little bit of a kind of dealing with this. But I think you're ready, but there's kind of the mindset that's not ready yet. So I'm gonna ask this one. Yes, of course. I'll do Donna's and I'll do yours, cause and then just put list is closed, cause Donna just squeaked in there. A mustard, yes. So honestly, realize that happiness and joy, like lean on your friends, because they're bringing things in for you as well. So I think that you've got to be a little bit more happy, like raise your vibrations in some ways to help you see what you need to see. Okay, so 3-3. What's coming away in regard of my love life? There's Queen of Swords in reverse. So if you're a man, masculine maybe, let's say masculine. It's easier to say that then. Um, then this is the person that's coming towards you. But they're naturally going to be slightly more stressed. So they're going to be a little bit more angry, a little bit more, and they have to regulate their emotional control. If you are feminine, this is you. This is prosperity and abundance not in your home at the moment. That's cool to kind of bring that in. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So it might be time to actually figure out what you want. Like, this is a weird thing to say, but like, I would ask, like, what you have to figure out what you like how you want to be touched, how you want to be kissed. It's kind of weird saying that now because you don't have, I feel like, someone that's there, but sometimes it's a hard question to answer yourself because I think we tend to be non-confident in actually really telling ourselves what we want. And that's the case with you. Is like the romantic feelings need to be more you romancing yourself, I guess. Uh, it's weird because I think that's why you've stayed there. Um, Jessica. I think that's why you haven't stayed like moved is because you're staying there because you're waiting for something. Okay, so Gabby says, oh my lord. What does my Aries really feel about me? There's Nine of Cups, so this person's getting out of their headspace and they're going back to like a self-reflection. So they kind of got out of like their headspace and they've gone straight into self-reflection. Your love life is being affected by children. Now, this person might just be slightly immature, so they don't tend to be able to work very well. They could also regress. So sometimes people that aren't dealing with very much their issues when they were children, they regress very quickly in an argument. They'll go back to 6 or 8 or like whenever that big shift happened in their lives. So it seems like your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So this is this person's issues right now. And it happens with everyone. Like when we go through big giant periods of stress in our lives, we can regress quite quickly. Because there's kind of this bit that we want to be looked after. We want to be careful. And sometimes that can be that bit where we act out like we're 9 again. And everyone's like, wow, so immature, aren't you? You know? SP. Oh, yeah. Sorry, give me a second. Well, your one's coming up here. You're next. Okay. I'm very confused now because SP's next. Um SP says, will I get a good salary compensation in my job in coming weeks as I'm expecting? So Justice Upright, And obviously, you need to not focus on the future. You need to focus on the present. So it seems like you've got a fair amount of prediction here. You need to just put in the good work. So they might be doing an assessment very soon, and they're going to see if you measure up. You got olive. So let me double check this. Well, it's also that SP before this didn't really ask a question. So you see, this was SP's first question tonight. So that's the case. So Olive, you will find new energies by resolving the conflict that exhausts you. Recharge your batteries. You faced difficult trials, and now it's time for rest or peace. Strength will once again flow into you. So it seems like at the moment, just keep on working as hard as you're working, and I definitely feel like you're going to get that salary compensation. I can't find another career avenue, says Cassandra. So back to the Bronte sisters, should I focus on translation? Yes. From these cards, it looks very, very good. Prosperity and abundance in your home, and Page of Swords upright. So, don't be scared of what's coming around this corner. You might be very anxious, but good times ahead for you. I'm very confused, like, sometimes because, like, people like, oh, that question. And I was like, I haven't got there yet. It's okay. SP, love you, blows you kisses. Palex says CA as career. You'd only be able to do this if you plan for it, Palex. If you're not feminine, so therefore, obviously, feminine, masculine. If you're not feminine, then this person will help you with planning to get here. But yeah, I don't think that this is very hard for you. You just need to do that. Okay. Butterfly, can you wait another hour for me after this question? Well, actually, the list is closed. Yeah, so the list has already been closed. So I'll put that up now. So I will always do that as well. So that should now come up as well. Grace, you probably are. So date. Probably would. He'll probably say that you're very butterfly, very close to you. Because the world in reverse means that that person's kind of brought you into their inner world. So this is important. So that is the case. I think it's very soon. Okay. Who's here? Joe says, will my movement FSR count as success, and will people join my movement? I'm a Cancer, moon in Pisces. That's really interesting. As far as I remember, Cancer and Pisces are both water, so that's quite interesting that you're both a sun and a moon in water. So FSR will be success. I think so. Like, obviously, this is going to take hard work for people to join you. So just keep on working hard. But I don't see anything that says no towards this, Joe. Can you shout me out? I'm almost at 200 subs. Well, I'm nearly at 1,000. Nearly. Maybe. And then it can monetize. Franceschi, I have not seen your name yet. So I will shout you out when you come to it. So, what was it? Okay, so 13 says the characteristics of my future husband. Okay, so apparently he's a very future person, but he should focus on the present. So he's very much a person that plans for the future and forgets about the present. There's also this bit that he tends to not be so good with money, so he probably comes from some kind of money. Will you meet him on Country and Board? It's okay, Franceschi. It's all good. Will you meet him abroad? Apparently, yes. Based on this, I definitely would say yes. And characteristics, probably a darker skin. I feel like tufts of hairs, especially out the sides. There's kind of like his hair doesn't work. Like he's got like cowlicks out the sides that he smooths down with gel, but he's very cute and adorable. Probably a little bit like not as tall, but he's taller than you. Actually, I think you did. You can go back in time. Did you ask more than one question? Grace, can you please tell me if Paul's cheating on me with another woman? No, I don't think I see any cheating. There is a physical move, however, Grace, that this person hasn't told you about. There's chemistry towards you, I feel. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So I don't think this person's thinking about like cheating on you. But there's kind of this bit that he hasn't told you about this physical move. And it might be job, it might just be like moving in general. But it's not like a bad thing. He's just not told you yet. Okay, so will I get a job this year? Yes, Nix. How many months until a job? 3. 3. Until you get a job, it's about 3 months. You're very welcome, Joe and Grace. Okay, will I get accepted for the job at Bath and Body Works? There seems to be something that is that you might need to be more adventurous when they ask you a question. The sun in reverse means that keep your happiness and joy to yourself. I want to ask this card. Walnut. Let me double check this. Because I've just started using this text, so it does take me a little bit to memorize the deck. Okay, so in this moment of change, you find your inner freedom. Protect yourself from external conditioning, whether from people or situations. Follow your path with confidence. So it seems like just be confident. That's what the cards are saying, which I think that you will be. So I think yes, Francesca. Rashima says, hello, will my father give me a house? Well, there seems to be something that your father will give you in the future that seems very positive. I would definitely be more like thinking it's a smaller thing than a bigger thing. So it might not be a house, but it might be inheritance overall. So I think Rashima, it will be good. Yeah. I will be close to that. Sorry that we're running behind. Opisan says, I hope you're well. Can you tell me the zodiac sign? So I will ask this then. Zodiac sign. Definitely Pisces. It's very swinging strongly towards Pisces, so I feel like that's the case. Francesca, I've already done that. I already did the Bath and Body Works. Is Dylan starting to develop feelings towards me? This person's in a physical move, so they're not like anywhere. Probably so, but it feels like they're in a space that they really haven't given their feelings time to open up. They should be focusing on the present, but they're focusing on the future. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So this person could possibly be the right one for you overall. So I think at the moment I'm a little bit busy, Morgan, but I think as soon as they're not busy, that will naturally occur, yes. How does Leo feel about me? A CBMC, it depends on whether you're male or female. If you're male, this person's very much like very happy to have you, but they're also regulating their mood around you. So it might be that they want to be seem to be calm and collected and not stressed. And sometimes with stress, with swords, they can get a little bit cranky or a little bit grumpy or full on angry, you know? Swords are kind of a little bit more like prone to anger. The cups are prone to sadness, you know? So, me, I'm glad. Thank you. How does my the family feel like about me and Leo man, says me. Well, firstly, they don't think that you've decided your life partner yet. Like you might be clinging onto this person, and you like they think that you it's a passionate thing. There's no kind of real connection here. So your family's quite possessive, and that might be a good thing. Me, but there can be that kind of bit where you don't want them to be as mean about your partners. Anita says, what does Scorpio think about me? What does he like most and doesn't like? Does he have securities? Oh my god! How many questions do you want in the same one? Okay, we'll get one question, one card for each answer. And then I'll quickly run through this because I'm behind. Okay, so what does he like and doesn't like? Okay, he likes that sometimes you are very much like engrossed in what you're doing, that you're not listening sometimes. It doesn't like is sometimes that your act a little bit younger than him. He realizes that it's okay to sometimes have a very younger mindset, but sometimes that's the case. What's our stage in our relationship now? Pretty good. Like, it's pretty well established. And I would feel like this person wants to create a home with you. There is a leave all his options and juggle. There is this feeling like this person's naturally upset about life in general, and they don't realize that they need to regulate their moods to actually see a better life, you know? Sometimes people don't realize that your emotions kind of reflect your reality back to you. So Nav says, so my question is, the goal I have in mind is achievable or not? There's an addiction here. Why is that addiction? There's an addiction that thinking that someone can come and help you with money for your goals. And I don't think that you're actually realizing how strong you are and how that you can get this yourself. I think that you can do this without the money. So I think that you're very capable, and I think that you'll go far in life. Butterfly says pendulum reading. Sorry, I'm going very fast now. Will I be in a committed relationship by the end of the year? So is Butterfly going to be in a committed relationship by the end of the year? It says no. Okay. How many months after a year will Butterfly be in a committed relationship? It says 4 months after this year. So it's kind of an interesting thing. It might be because you're not actually explaining what you want or getting angry enough, I feel. When you get angry, it is like almost like that. Thoughts of Raymond about our first time? You're asking me an 18 plus question on it. They're anxious, a little bit scared. Um, but it turned out good. He was also scared that he was going to make too many noises, I feel. Or that you would judge his body. That's what I would feel in general, was like that kind of judge of body. But yeah, I think it went very well. Okay, so we've got a what does 2023 brings me in general, what I need to know? Okay, so honestly, you're very, very much directing your energy where it needs to go next. But you also, your emotion, your mood is affecting your environment. So if you want to bring in love, you have to show love. If you want to bring in money, you have to act like everything's abundant in life. Like everything is so easy, you know? Um, it's a weird thought to think, but most of the time, if you think about it, emotions are the most important thing because you will reflect back those emotions of other people and things in general. Sanch says current feelings of San towards me. The sun in reverse, so this person's holding on to their hope and happiness. It might be because they're trying to cheer themselves up, or they've gone through some hard times. We have a Five of Pentacles, so this person's seeing you for who you are, and it's like this soul mirror. So this is really good. And then the Queen of Swords upright. So you're in your own power, which is great. Swords are very, very interesting people overall. Sun, your turn hasn't passed yet, but you're very charismatic. You're very much a leader. You can be very blunt, very honest, very direct, but sometimes people love that about you. Ashley! Ashley! Is MB thinking about reaching out to me? Yes, I definitely feel yes. There's excitement here, and there is this feeling of wanting to contact you more than once. So, yes. Okay. Anna, should I keep on talking to my special someone, Aquarius? You should focus on the present, not focus on the future. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and your spiritual growth. And love yourself first. So there might be like a bit that you have to realize what's really important to you. Your self respect makes you more romantically attractive. So it might just be that this person has a different views and opinions from you, and sometimes these are important. So you have to figure out what you really want. So Anna, you can keep on talking, but you should always ask what you want. Nania says, is there any chance of me and Nadash in the future? If so, when? When he decides to do so. He's not really like thinking about it anytime soon. It says worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. I'll quickly ask the pendulum. Is this going to be anytime soon? How many months? Because it said no. Okay, it's saying 5 months, so please be patient. You're very welcome, Nick. Thank you for staying on, guys. If you've had your questions answered, I definitely appreciate you guys staying on, because I do want this channel to be monetized, because I just got the most horrendous water bill. Yeah. And it is a lot. And I need to figure out how to pay it. Donna says, may I have a reading, please, about love and if I could trust this person? It seems like you can trust this person, but the approach that you have with this person is not, Donna, the best with this person. So there's a difference between you guys. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So this is probably why you are not approaching this person the right way, is that you are very focused maybe in your headspace, and that's the case, that you're not enjoying the moment fully. So I think that you can trust this person. Son, does my boss Andy think of me? Yeah, your boss wants to look after you, protect you. There's addiction here to be very anxious at work. You're very anxious in general. You shouldn't panic though, because around the corner is good things, you know? So like your boss looks after you, son. You don't have to worry about that. Okay. So how will my holiday be, says Jane. Can you take me on holiday too? After this, I'm definitely broke. Yes, I definitely feel so. There's a lot of fun in the sun. I feel like you're going to the beach. I don't know why I'm picking up beach vibes from this, but I feel like beach towels and like umbrellas and stuff like that. So I feel like it's more a beach thing. There's a lot of great food, so you have to realize, Jane, that you shouldn't overeat, but you should enjoy the food while you're there. So just take it slowly with the food, because it might be that you eat too much. But I think that you'll enjoy your holiday for sure, Jane. Kayla says, "Will Vega feel find out that Lord cheated on her with Cecilia?" I think this person already knows because there's kind of this thinking about the future, but the hermit, this person's scared of other people. So I feel like Cecilia already knows, but no, what is it? Vega knows that there was that cheating involved, but I don't think that she's spoken up yet. Or yes. You're very welcome, son. Miriam says, general in Korea. Honestly, you're a little bit anxious, but everything's going good. And do realize that you're coming in, all these beautiful things are coming in for you. So enjoy the moment. Definitely work hard, but I think that you'll get all the recognition that you're deserved. Okay, so Joe, I already did yours. I remember that. Dee says, will I get any of the museum jobs? I think if you remove yourself from this fear, you will definitely get this job. So you might be like feeling that. You got Willow, so let's double check the Willow. Sorry guys that I do take a while to check this, but because I have not played with this deck yet. And I have screwed up. I need to actually grab a stapler, and then I will not screw up my sheets, because they're everywhere. You would think that I would keep them in order. No, they're not in order. Willow, the self-responsibility makes you free. You feel like you can sail your ship even with strong headwinds. Complaining will get you nowhere. Find the right strategy and the strength to move on. Bon voyage! So, honestly, I think the cards are like, don't worry, don't panic, don't be scared, and you will get it. So, I think so. I think so, Dee Dee. Ruchi says, oh, does he come towards me? Yes, but probably more in the future than in the present because this person's not thinking about the present. So I feel like this person will come towards you, but only in the future. Okay. Patin says, does a fake out show the pictures of my father to Omar? Yes, what did he thought of it? Well, there was the tower moment, so that was a very strong reaction to your father. So it might be that they have a very different opinions, and that's what changed the perspective between like knowing about your father and seeing him. There's also like thinking about what he was going to say to your father. So yes, I feel so. Irene says, why do people find my eyes attractive? Weirdly enough, you've got a slightly longer than normal eye gaze. And why I say that's weird is because a lot of people can't hold that kind of contact. So you seem to be actively listening, and people get drawn out of their own headspace when they're around you because you do kind of hold contact. They also feel like there's like this fear of falling into your eyes. So it feels like you do tend to maintain eye contact, Renee, and it shows interest. So honestly, you're doing very good. I find it amazing that you can hold that much contact. You're very Asha, we're finished for tonight. Please subscribe if you haven't already and turn on the bell notifications, and you will notice when I come live again. So JET says when Makash child Harry will text me. There might be a rethink about this connection overall. There might be addiction to be worried and anxious, but there seems to be only good around the corner. So it might be just don't panic and don't be worried about this, Jayiti, but this person's going to contact you soon. Just don't be upset when they do, because sometimes like when we're waiting for something and like someone comes in, we're like, oh yeah, but you didn't contact me a week ago. Sater says, how does Aries still care for me? Okay, so probably not, because this person feels very old. They also didn't feel listened to in this relationship, Sater. There might just be their perspective right now. You're very welcome, Palak. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So it might be that this one might be over or something like that, but you should be positive. Libra, yes, I have already answered, I feel like, a couple of questions. Okay, so Jacqueline says, what do people think about me when they see me? You're very confident, go-getter kind of personality. I don't know whether you play sports, Jacqueline, but you seem to be very active and very, how would I explain it? Like, there's something about, like, the level of fitness that means that I would definitely say you're more like an athlete than a normal person. There's just something about you that's quite active that I'm picking up. So it seems like the confidence and the body, I feel. JET says, my future spouse trait. This person's always happy and satisfied. They might be a little bit chaotic overall. And they might not listen as much as you expect them to listen to you, JED, but that's a normal relationship. Um, looks. I definitely feel like the more Caucasian. That's what I'm picking up is more Caucasian. With black hair, I feel. Like, maybe more mussy brown, but it's definitely more brunette. And green eyes, I feel. So I feel like he's got slightly like a curly, maybe a little bit overgrown hair. So it's like a little bit longer. Like it's short, but it's like, you know, that bit where it's allowed to grow a little bit longer. So there's like curls in it and stuff like that. Profession. It's weird because I feel like he does tech, but I don't know what field in tech. It's like he could do more than one thing with tech. Okay, so did we actually go through I skipped through a lot of ones. Right. Why did it skip all the way down? Ease attention towards me. Yeah, so I'm very sure I've already done your readings. Go back in time, Libra. Zumbla says ease attentions towards me. I can't trust him fully. This person's not taking a life choice, but their heart's still healing. So the life choice is like determined about you. It's time to take back control of your life. So this person might not choose to be with you because they don't tend to know what they want. And when people don't know what they want, then they have no idea about the people that they want to bring into their life, Stumbler. So I would say that um you could possibly trust him, but don't trust him to know what he wants. Oh, okay. I didn't see a second question. I'm very sure that if it's not at this point of time, then I've already done it. Let me double check. Tamoy says when Nabita, Shakuma, and I will be together again. Seems like you should focus on the present instead of focusing on the future. That's like a journey that you're not taking. So it might be that you're actually waiting around for this person to change, Tanamoy, when you need to go and do your own thing. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. There might be some expectations very much in this relationship. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal from the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So I feel like that's really what the case is. That you might need to realize to keep that open mind and see what else is around you, because sometimes we don't appreciate the things that we have until they're gone. And I'm not meaning like go and get a rebound because it makes your ex jealous. That's not what I'm saying, you know. But in general, like sometimes we've got to kind of go, well, you know, um Rex, how can I make Sagittarius be more openly affectionate? It's reliable but too religious. Really religious. And that's not what you said, Rex. Too rigid. A lot of it comes down to playing. With the play, that's what I would definitely say to you is that with the affection, it has to be through play. We've got a lot with this. I don't know whether I should write a book how to get into a man's mind, or you know, it like it's got to be like play that's like attracted. Also, like give a little bit more like affection. And the weirdest thing is with affection or whatever we want in a relationship, it gets returned because most of the time it's reciprocal. So you might sit there and go, oh well, why has this person not done this? like what was it the other day? Excuse me. I walk into the shops and roses on sale, and I was like, I want these. And my partner's looking at me like, why do you want these? And I'm like, I want these. I guess we're closed for tonight. Uh, but come back Monday or Tuesday and turn the sub and the notification bell on. And you'll be notified when I'm live. So yes. Okay, so Sagittarius says general for the rest of the month. Thank you. So the problem is I'm just catching up now. So we have closed the list, but I'm catching up with other people's readings. Thank you for being here. So general of the month in the first 2 weeks of July, please, says Sagittarius. There seems to be like you're generally getting on with things in general, but there's extra excitement. So it seems like Sagittarius, like you're just gonna be naturally in an enthusiastic state about. It feels like everything. You're very, you're, yeah, I noticed. So yes, I'm very enthusiastic. I definitely feel like there's more positive, higher vibration vibes going on for you. Cherish says, "What is coming towards me in love? I'm single." So there seems to be the Emperor, so you might not be ready for a relationship because you're still dealing with what happened in the last Cherish. But the Sun in reverse means that you're keeping your happiness close to your chest. Let your friends help you. So it might be time to let them in on dating, whether it's a blind date or something. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. Now, I don't know what that is, like addiction wise. Sometimes it's hard because, it could have been a codependent relationship that was your last relationship. So sometimes it's not just addictions, but you have to realize that you could be in a codependent relationship last. Heart to heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So this might be actually a time to talk honestly about what happened in your life. Outlaw says the truth they're hiding desperately. They seem to be approaching a lot of things good in life. I think that I understand this. This is how would I say it? So they're very confident on the outside, but inside they feel like an imposter. So it seems like a lot is imposter syndrome, which all of us do. I have it as well. So it feels like this is all the time. Okay, so Donna asked me, so I'm gonna answer the question. Did you actually put yours the question down, Karen? So will you get any more kids? Will Donna get any more kids? It says yes. How many more? It's like either 2 or 3, Donna. It seems like 2 for me. Yeah, I'd say it's 2 more, Donna. Um, yeah. So I think that's the case. Okay, so Karen, you can answer the question. I will tell you what I did in London. Some blood, that would be great. One thing I would definitely say to you, Sumbler, is definitely go to the museums in London. They're great. They're free. I have to say free with a capital F. Um, Rashima, yes, it is. Go back in time. Cassandra and Bavnia. Did I? I answered everybody, I feel. Yeah, list is closed now. And list is closed, so okay. General for July and August. Thank you, as always, Karen, for being an amazing moderator. You have worked very hard tonight, so. General for July and August. I will pull extra cards because you are a legend. So July, it seems like you have. Which question was you asking? Because I didn't see you, Bavnia. Because I was like, I'm sure I answered that. Can you please put down your question? Because I feel like I got everyone's question. Don't see that. You're very welcome, Donna. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Put down your question, Bavnia, so I can answer it. Okay, so this is for Karen. July and August. Okay, let me double check then. I should have answered it. Okay, so July, there's some options coming in for you, but you do realize that some of these options are illusions. So some of them you can't pick. They just won't work for you. There is a feeling of like, is this light just not enough? Maybe I need to turn on the other one. Um, so this is like someone else is taking care of you and looking after you in some way. So it might be a teacher role that someone's teaching you. Nine of Cups, you'll come out of your headspace that you've been in for a while. So it seems like very good. It seems like learning and growing for July, I feel. That's what I would say for you. And August. So this is August then. So the whole of August seems to be very good. There's a lot of things that'll satisfy you. There's also a time of really getting um the downloads from the internet. So it seems like, well, not at internet. Unless you're like saying that consciousness is the internet. It probably is, really, to be honest. Like, consciousness is the internet is the consciousness. Probably. It makes sense. So yes, there's like this whole idea of connecting to a higher kind of realm of consciousness. But at the end of the August, there might be a little bit of a argument or a little bit of fight with friends that haven't supported you through this period. And you do have to realize, even though you've gone through all of these things, these people are not going to notice and they're not going to understand what you've been through because they haven't been able to imagine this. So it can be very hard because overall people are very weird. Even if they're very empathetic, they don't understand the whole idea of how you deal with something. It's very hard to deal with the whole idea, and this is why we have court of law. If motivations were so clear and so clear cut and so direct, we wouldn't need a court of law. We know the motives behind everything, and that's why we tend to go to court, is because we need to know the motivations. Why did you do it? More than anything else. Above me, can you ask me the question again? I can't see this at all. I have looked through everybody, I feel. There's Rex, and that's it. I feel like that's the case. Bavnia, can you put your question in again? Because I can't see it at all. Sagittarius, I have. Rational, I did do yours. The only one that I can't see for the life of me is Bavnia's. So. Did everyone have a good night tonight? I did not see Bavnia's, so. What was your question? Let me double check. Because I'm very good at usually telling. No, I can't feel it. Can't see it. Bavnia, you can always just ask me now, and I will I will get to you. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate everybody. I'm sorry that I'm so late tonight. I had a Reiki appointment because I do distance Reiki. So I was sending energy to a lovely older gentleman that decides that he wants a Reiki every single week. Bavnia, do you have your question? Because I don't know whether I answered yours. So it can be one of those things that, unfortunately, for Tuesday, as far as I know, into the future, it's going to be slightly late. Oh, okay. So maybe I did answer it because I have kind of bypassed it. If not, Bavnia, do put down your question in the description if you can't find it, and then I will answer it. Because usually I don't answer the questions in the comments because then I'd be spending all my time doing free tarot readings, and unfortunately, as everybody does, we all need to be paid. So I will see you on Monday. I might do a surprise stream. I usually say I might do a surprise stream, and then it doesn't happen. It rolls around to Monday, and then I'm back again. So, Sagittarius, I'm very sure that your second question was answered because I definitely saw that. And I will see you again later. You have a very good night. Have a very good sleep. Thank you all for being here. And thank you for always being such a very supportive crew. Thank you, Karen, for being a very supportive and very loving moderator. And I will see you hopefully on Monday. Okay, so mother-in-law. I think that's a good. That I'm very sure I answered that. Okay, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If not, I'm sorry. Let me know if I've skipped through, because sometimes when I'm answering a lot of questions, they're all the same. And then I'm like, I'm sure I've done that read. No, you did that reading for so. All right. So I'll see you all later. And thank you, Karen, for being here. And I'll see you Monday. If you want to connect, there is Discord. There's Discord in the link below. There's an invitation for Discord. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on Instagram under the same name. So if you do want a daily read and everything like that, they're over on Instagram and TikTok. You know, they're general, so don't worry if they don't apply to you. You can skip one. You're like, nope, bye. Because obviously, if there's general reading, you have to take whatever applies to you. And I will see you on Monday. Good night, guys. Sweet dreams. Bye.